What's up? I'm Essay in 311, vocals, DJ.
We'll make a ride, some old man, the same suckers with no cares about the way of the world. I feel their lives are tested for hard times too.
Just a little synopsis. 3 of the guys went to one school. Myself and Peanut, the bassist, went to another high school, albeit different eras. I met Chad, the drummer, in college. We were freshmen, and that's sort of a link between, I guess you could say that's a crucial moment in band history, like Chad and I meeting. Nick had moved out to LA to start a band, and during this whole time he'd been in touch with Chad still, and Chad told Nick that he was jamming with this kid Peanut, blah 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 blah. And then prior to all that, Nick and Tim were in a band together too, so that's a whole other story, and I'm sure Nick and Tim will extrapolate on that for you. But so this is all about 90, I guess, and Nick moves back to Omaha. During this time, Chad and I were living together, sharing, music that we were into, all that, just, all that bonding time. And, one day he asked me if I wanted to come to a band practice and maybe sit on a couple songs, because we were both into hip hop. So it's like, yeah, why not? So that's kind of how, like, in a loose nutshell, sort of the coalescence of the formation of 311 came to be. And Tim's, okay, so we moved out to California shortly thereafter, in '92. At this point, we had done the Omaha thing, and we're, pretty much had decided we either move to New York or move to LA. So we chose the West Coast, for obvious reasons. And we got to a band house, and at this point, Tim had really started to hole himself up in his room more and play along with, the Dead, Fish, and and like his big heroes at the time were like Santana, Garcia, and Navarro. I mean, like, those were the guys like he was really emulating. And so and it really kind of showed in his playing at the time. And all along, PRS guitars were the guitars of choice for Tim. I don't think he's ever played anything but. And for me, it's kind of, it seems like it's taken PRS a long time. I'll be honest. Like, it's been a couple decades now, and Tim's been your boy for a long time, and it's finally come around. But better late than never. Yeah, and in fact, I have a couple PRSs too. I've got a couple hollow bodies. I love those guitars. There's something about the feel of a PRS. You put it on, you play it. What it is, I don't know, but there's something special about those guitars, and obviously, Tim feels the same way. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing. He's real picky. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he ever made up his mind, to be honest. Tim does not make up his mind easy. So for him to be, rocking PRS for so long says something to, what the guitar is, and that's real important. It's the player and the instrument. They become synonymous with each other, and so yeah. I mean, it's he's always been inspired by the guitar. I think it's there are qualities, and I really can't get into it because it's just like this. It's something else, For me, like, when I pick up an electric, it's my PRS. I have some others, but it's the one I go to. And Tim's he's always PRS guy, and his playing has evolved so much too, and like his tones will change, like it'll come back, you know, and he's always like experimenting with his sound, but not really his, you know, guitar of choice. So I think that's, you know, he's able to shape what he wants with PRS.